I still truly do believe the Atlanta Hawks are one of the best teams in the East. And I think they showed it tonight. They were just playing the Brooklyn Nets, who are a really good team. It was a very even matchup. So before we start today's video, I want to hear, what do you guys think of the Atlanta Hawks? What seed will they be in the NBA playoffs? And do you think Trae Young could make a run in the MVP race? I'm not saying he'll win it, but do you think he'll get his main name? I said main like he has like a main, but his name mentioned. Either way, let's hop into the video and talk about these Atlanta Hawks. Good God, what a great game. And I want to talk about something. John Collins has developed into a three-point threat. I think that's fair to say. And John Collins' aggressiveness is one thing that helps him so much. His aggressiveness to attack the basket and his aggressiveness to be a scorer, and just also on defense. He's very aggressive, and I love it. I love watching him. But the fact that he now has a three-point shot in his arsenal is where I think he becomes a whole different player. Because now that he has his three-point shot, and this is his second season where he's a confident three-point shooter, he uses the pump fake to get his defender in the air or off balance and then attack the rim aggressively. He did this multiple times, and he feasted. It was very fun to watch, and I think this is why Trae Young and John Collins both had double-doubles, because Trae Young was able to set up John Collins and other players on this team to score, but John Collins was able, first off, a lot of putbacks was one thing. I'll talk about the putbacks in a second. I have that in my notes, but John Collins was multiple times he got the ball from Trae up at the top of the key or at the top of the arc and pump faked the defender and attacked the basket and either drew a foul or, scored. So the other thing that John Collins has done is, with the plethora of three-point shooting that this team has and just guys who are willing to shoot, from DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, Bogdanovich, Kevin Huerter, Solomon Hill, Rajon Rondo now willing to be shooting threes, and especially when Danilo Gallinari is fully integrated into the squad, he's another guy who'll be shooting threes, and John Collins feasts on that way more than Clint Capella is. Clint Capella is getting boards and passing them out, but John Collins gets a rebound and then immediately springboards that back into a putback. He either catches the rebounds and slams it home, but if he gets the rebound and is going down, he's using that go-down momentum to create inertia and use that kinetic energy, if we're going to get into physics, and I think that's physics, and just slam Yama back it into the other team's basket so you can get a basket. And sometimes he draws fouls doing that. So then it turns into a three-point play because a three-pointer was missed. He gets the rebounds, puts it back, scores, and gets fouled. Now that's a three-point play. So he's turning three-point plays into other three-point plays. And it's so fun to watch him do it. He's part of the reasons the Atlanta Hawks are 3-1, and I think this is something we're going to continue to see John Collins grow. I wouldn't be surprised if he was seriously like a 22-11 guy for this season. That'd be insane. All right. A lot of people were shocked that DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish are starting, but Cam Reddish is showing that his first season in the NBA was a rough one, but he's not going to have no sophomore struggles. He's starting to look really confident as a shooter, and in the sense that he shoots like he knows he's going to make it. Going from 5 threes the last game to 7 threes in this game. He's also been a factor in defense. I think it's awesome how active he's been on defense. He pretty much guarantees you a steal every single game. And he's also been active on the defensive glass, using that 7'1" wingspan to bring in rebounds. And now that he's at like 220 pounds, he has some weight to throw around. And a real fun guy to watch for these Atlanta Hawks, who I think is going to continue to grow to be the third guy for this team. I think the trio of this team of the young core is Trae Young, John Collins, and I think Cam Reddish could be that third scorer for them. And I know it's just one game, but I do believe it. I think right now Bogdanovich is right now in that role. And I think probably next year Cam Reddish will even get into it more. But it's interesting to see him continue to grow. DeAndre Hunter missed the a wide open 3-pointer at the end of the game where he would have won the game or tied the game, not won them. Tied the game for them at 36-39, but he missed it. But the willingness to shoot, it looked like he hesitated a little bit. It looks like he didn't want to be put in that situation. I'm going to be honest. He did not look like he wanted to be the guy who had to shoot the 3-pointer that would have tied the game, but he shot it. And it's not that I'm saying that he's not a good 3-pointer or that he's not confident in his 3-point shot. I just don't know if he's confident in being a clutch shooter. But he continues to show that he's a great defender. And he isn't averaging a steal a game, but he had a steal this game, and he's active on defense. But his 3-point shot is coming around. I think this will be a year of improvement for DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter plays kind of a power forward role for them more. I know he's a small forward, but he does sometimes play power forward, like small ball 4. And I think his stats are just going to be similar, but if like the efficiency is going to be better, and he'll probably average like 13, 14 points at most and be like close to a 40% 3-point shooter, close to about 6 boards and 2-3 assists a game, steal and a block a game. I could see definitely happening this season for DeAndre Hunter. Great player. Really love him. Great cat. I think one of the interesting parts for them, though, is the fact that DeAndre Hunter is, first off, the interesting part is DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, Bruno Fernando, and Onyeka Okongwu all being part of the future. Because I see Clint Capella, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Rajon Rondo, and Daniel Gallinari not being long-term. They're for the short-term success and to create the culture so when they leave, that these young guys can continue carrying that culture over. That's what I would do. That's what I think they're doing. So it's just interesting to see how teams always go about this, just because it's always different for every single team. But hey, you never know with these teams how it's going to go or what's going to go. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. If you made it this far, you guys made it to the end of the video. End of the video, gang. But yeah, so this is part of the video where I just dick around to, some people would say that I'm not really doing anything, but I would say that I'm just talking, making this video stretch to 8 minutes so I get that sweet ad revenue. And you can't hate me for that. So if you made it to here, you're helping me with the ad revenue. So have a great day, guys, because I know I will. Till next, guys. Peace out.